What do you want to hear a story about? You weren't prepared for that question, were you? The what? Oh, I can tell you about the pink jumpy house. So the story of the pink jumpy house. Let me tell you the story of the pink jumpy house. I got two little boys at home. They're 8, and my youngest one turns 5 tomorrow, as a matter of fact. And yeah, I'll wait for you to clap. It's fine. Actually, I was just adjusting the knob on the guitar, but it looked like I was just gonna wait it out. Like, yeah, you clap for my kid. My youngest one just started a pre-K program at the school where my wife's a school counselor and my oldest boy's in the 2nd grade. So I got everybody in one building for a couple of years, which is nice. But when I picked my youngest one up at school the other day, as I was on my way, there's a pawn shop across the street from our house. And out in front of it was this huge inflatable princess castle with these 4 big penis-looking towers on each side and a big net. And yeah, I thought, I need that. But I went on and picked my youngest boy up at school, and then we had an hour to kill before I had to go pick my oldest boy up. And so I asked my youngest son, his name is George, and I said, George, you know what a prank is? And George squinted his eyes a little bit, and he said, he talks like this, he says, I think so. He's got a real deep voice like he's 75 years old. He says, yeah, I think so. I said, what do you think it is, George? And he said, I think it's where, like, you do something and somebody doesn't know what it is, and it's real funny. And I was like, that's exactly what it is, George. So I asked George, I said, George, do you want to do a prank? And he got this sort of sheepish look, and he said, maybe. What's the prank going to be? I said, well, hold on. And so we drove back down the road, and we pulled up my truck right in front of this huge, pink, 4-domed princess castle. And his eyes lit up, and I said, you see that? And he said, yeah. And I said, what if we bought that, and we have our best friends' families have daughters that are the exact same age as my boys. They've grown up in school together. I said, what if we bought that castle, and we went and we blocked the front door to their house with it? Just put it in their front yard. And he said, oh, Daddy, we have to do that prank. And so I made him promise. I said, the thing is, George, you have to understand that there's a price for comedy, and it has to stay within a certain price range or it isn't funny anymore. And he said, I understand. I said, so if it's more than $85, we cannot do this prank. And he said, okay. So we walked inside the Cashmere at the pawn shop. He went to look at something else because it's like a shiny mecca for broken shit that kids love. So he roamed around, and I asked the lovely lady behind the counter, how much is that bounce house out front? She said, it's $175. I said, can you take any less? And she said, no. I said, okay. And in my head, I remembered the story of there's a price for comedy and you can't overpay for it, and that's just entirely too much for this guy. So I went to George and I said, hey buddy, it's too expensive, we can't do it. He said, what do you mean? I said, well, it's $147, and we said we wouldn't spend more than $80. And he just broke down in the middle of the pawn shop. He said, but it was gonna be hilarious. And I said, you're right, George. Let's buy that damn castle. So I took my credit card back up there, and the pawn shop asked if they could hire my son to help people buy stuff because he had just cried whenever they didn't want it. And we bought that damn castle. And we took it to my neighbor's house. And we put it in their front yard. And those 4 things just reared up right in the front yard. I got a picture I can show you after the show. They said that when they pulled up from school, they pulled in, and their daughters just started screaming, it's a party, it's a party! They couldn't figure out why there was a princess party at their house on a random Friday evening. But they called us because they knew immediately that I had purchased a princess castle and put it in the front yard. And we proceeded to then go over there and bounce the night away. And that is the princess castle story. I'm not sure where you picked up on that. That is the story. And that does not parlay into any of the songs in the set.